She's the New York Times bestselling author behind some of the most popular novels. And after practicing law for several years, Emily Giffin went from writing legal briefs to beach reads.
Oh,
walk with me.
Her first book, Something Borrowed, was even turned into a movie starring Kate Hudson and Jennifer Goodwin back in 2011.
Wow, and I recently had a chance to catch up with Emily. She's out with her 9th book. It's about two families dealing with the aftermath of an inappropriate social media post that goes viral. It's called All We Ever Wanted.
I want to read this then.
Every time you put a book out, this is actually my copy. Joel and I never speak because I'm reading, and he is like, "What are you reading?"
So that's the highest compliment when I'm doing damage to a relationship.
You're breaking up a relationship. But there is something about the way you write. I want to get into the idea about this in a second. But to me, like, there are a lot of books about certain topics. There's something about the way you put it together. Just give me a little bit about what happened. So do you go in a room? Do you have your computer?
First of all, I'm so happy to be here with you. You're my fave.
Thank you.
You know that, going way back. You know, this book is about a woman who's forced to choose between her most deeply held values and in her own family in the aftermath of this scandal. So, you know, I create these people, these characters, this world, and put them in relationships and watch the trauma unfold.
And do you this is about it's a sexually suggestive picture that gets released, and there are kids who are in high school going into college, big hopes, big dreams.
Stakes are really high.
The stakes are high, and sometimes you watch two. It told me a lot about human nature, just like in life. You watch two people saying the exact same thing and saying, "Up, not so bad," or "Up, that's the end of the world."
And the tricky thing is, I think, with children, is in parenthood and really in friendships as well, is you want to support your child and you want the road to be easy for them. But at what point does that do something to their character that you don't want to happen?
Right.
So that's the difficult part of it, and the conflict that arose between Nina and her husband. How do we handle this?
Right.
You know, is it a kid who made a mistake? One mistake and he shouldn't jeopardize his whole future, or is it something that he really needs to be accountable for?
Is it a character issue?
Is it a character issue?
Yeah. Did you bring in like your own parenting? Did you think, what would I do, or how did you go through it?
It was very hard for me to write from Nina's perspective because it tapped into so many of my fears. I have 14-year-old twin sons, and all of this is starting to arise, these issues and constant questions about social media.
Yeah.
But I really think it comes down to communicating with your children, discussing these issues, even the plot points in my book I would talk to them about. And then ultimately, you almost have to have trust in who they are.
Because like you did the right thing as you were raising them.
Because you can't remove social media from their lives. It's just part of our world today.
Right.
So,
well, I'm just letting everyone know that if you want to read a book you cannot put down, and I mean that about this one, this is a book to pick up if you want to go to the beach. And you also have a little news, I think. Do you have something you wanted to?
Just a little bit of news. Well, I can't say it quite yet. It's not official,
Okay.
but there is a TV series that I think my readers will enjoy quite a bit. That's we're working on. We're in development with an amazing network.
Oh. Okay.
So,
I hope it's the amazing one, but we'll wait and see. You always keep us hanging. Thanks again, and thanks for this book. It's called All We Ever Wanted. It is out now. For more info on this book, you can head to today.com/shop. Again, that's one of those books you never put down. You got to start it. All right.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.